Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are good. So this is your yoga teacher Lakshmi Rajopadhyay. So today I come with few next asanas, more asanas. Those are Padhastasan, Tadasan and Vrikshasan. We will see one by one. So first is Padhastasan. In the Sanskrit language, Pad means foot and Hasta refers to the hand. Therefore Padhast Asan means hand to foot pose. The hands to fit pose or Padhastasana gives many benefits like trimming the waist, restoring elasticity to the spine, and stretching the ligaments of legs, especially the hamstrings. It also aids the flow of blood to the brain. Once again, as in the forward bend, the purpose of the asana is to bend down as far as you can with your spine and leg straight. Okay. So holding your toes and bringing your head into the shins will follow naturally when your back has become more flexible. Now we will see its procedure, how to perform this. So as you can see in the diagram, inhale slowly and draw the head and neck forward and lengthen the spine. And while exhaling again, relax the head, neck and spine downwards, fixing your fingers and palms firmly under your toes. That means you have to bend down. And then breathe deeply in this position and let yourself fold a little further down with each exhalation. So to pull your chest in closer to your legs, walk your hands back behind you and palms on the floor as you can see in the picture. Okay. And now how to release this position? So to come out of the posture, release your hands from beneath the feet, strengthen your arms and inhale and slowly come back up with the arms again extended high overhead and then exhale slowly and lower the hands back down and relax in Samasthiti Asana, that is normal standing position. Okay, so this is its procedure. Now we will see its benefits. The benefits of Padhastasana are numerous. In this posture, there is great emphasis on flow of blood to the head without the difficulties presented in other postures. So, which also do such as the headstand. So, we can see its benefits. It makes the body very flexible. It stretches the leg and back muscles. It helps to eliminate excess belly fat. It makes the spine flexible and tones the nerves. It improves blood circulation. Conditions of bloating of the abdomen, constipation, indigestion, and other gastric troubles can be greatly alleviated. The toning of the abdominal organs, it helps to relieve sciatica. These are benefits of Padhastasana. Okay. Now, what are contraindications of Padhastasana? The individuals who have back pain should avoid this asana. At least they should not bend forward fully and they can bend themselves only as far as comfortable. Okay. Next is Tadasana, a very simple yoga pose which is regarded as the mother of asanas. Tadasana is like the base from which all poses emerge. The word Tad means mountain and Asan means posture. To be able to get into other important standing poses like handstand or headstand, you need to first master the mountain pose. It may appear to be easy, but you need to perfect the technique that can actually transform your entire body and the mind. It is usually one of the first poses taught in the yoga class. As you can see in the diagram, so how to perform this asana? From a standing position, bring the feet together or hip width apart parallel. Lift up the toes, spread them wide and place them back on the floor. Feel your weight evenly balanced through the bottom of each foot, not leaning forward or back. Pull up the knees cap, squeeze the thighs and tuck the tailbone slightly under. Feel the hips aligned directly over the ankles. The legs are straight but knees are not locked back. Inhale and lift out the waist, pressing the crown of the head up towards the ceiling and feeling the spine long and straight. Now exhale and drop the shoulders down back as you reach the fingertips towards the floor. Gently press the chest sternum towards the front of the room. Continue, Continuing to reach out through the fingers. Inhale the arms up, turning the palm shoulder height and bringing the arms into H position. Now again exhale, relax the shoulders down from the ears while still reaching the crown and fingers up. Breathe and hold for 4 to 8 breaths. And how to release? While exhaling, exhale the arms down your shoulder sides or bring the palms together in front of your chest. Benefits of Tadasana. The biggest benefit of Tadasana is that it helps in correcting your posture and improves your balance by making your spine more agile. It helps in increasing the flexibility of your ankles, thighs and joints. It can tone your hips and abdomen and helps to gain control over your muscular movements. It is also believed that it may help in increasing your height if practiced regularly during formative years. Tadasana strengthens your nervous system and regulates your respiratory and digestive functions. Tadasana actually teaches us how to do all the other asanas, and it also teaches us how to bring meditation into everyday life. Tadasana is the powerful meditation pose because it helps us to bring meditative quality into the regular actions of ordinary life. It is very common in the Zen Buddhist tradition to practicing standing meditation for this very reason. So Tadasana can be a powerful tool for bringing equanimity and mindfulness into our actions. Now contraindications for Tadasana. Tadasana is applied throughout the day whether we are aware of it or not, but people with headaches, low blood pressure, insomnia or dizziness are advised against practicing the pose for long periods of time. Women who are menstruating and pregnant are advised to practice Tadasana with their backs against the wall. Okay. Next is Vrukshasana. Tree is called Vruksh in Sanskrit and the asana means pose. The final position of the body in the asana looks like a tree. Hence it is known as tree pose. Vrukshasana is one of the balancing yoga poses. This pose mainly influences cerebellum, which is very important part of the brain to regulate the body mechanism in motion. Practice of balancing yoga poses contribute for the better neuromuscular coordination and conservation of energy in the system based and mechanics of gravity and support when the body is in movement. Now we will see its procedure how to perform Vrukshasana. Before this we have seen Tadasana. So beginning position stage of this Vrukshasana is the Tadasana. Then while exhaling bend the right knee and place the right foot on the root of the left thigh, and while inhaling raise the arms up, join the palms looking straight, maintain the pose for 5 times breathings. Now while exhaling bring your both hands down to their original position and leg to its original position. Now repeat the procedure on the other side also. Okay. So this is the procedure for Vrukshasana. Now what are the benefits of Vrukshasana? This asana improves the sense of balance and harmony in the life. It is helpful in enhancing the memory, concentration and other cognitive capacities of the mind and mental health. It stabilizes the nervous system and calms the mind by relieving anxiety and stress. Brings the best possible neuromuscular coordination. It improves the strength and flexibility of the major joints of the legs and arms such hips, knees, ankle and shoulder, elbow joints respectively. It improves postural health and relieves asymmetrical conditions of the body. It is one of the best practices of the hip opening. It tones of the pelvic floors and abdominal muscles, quadriceps and calf muscles of extended leg and hamstrings of flexed knee are strengthened alternately in the pose. It relieves back pain and increases the lung capacity. Vrukshasana is considered both as balancing as well as hip opening pose. Beginners can try to practice this asana with the wall support or using with the help of the chair. Now we will see its limitations. So this posture is not suitable for people suffering from varicose veins, vertigo, hypertension or any other CVDs. Okay. So today we have done with Padhastasan, Tadasan and Vrikshasan. Okay. Bye bye. Take care of yourself. Thank you.